Chucky.
Wanna play?
Hello and welcome to Haunted by Horror. I'm Kevin, and after watching the third episode of the Chucky TV series, I have some opinions, and I thought I'd share those with you. Now, in this episode, the kids have a party, and Chucky sneaks around the party, trying to find Lexi to kill her. No, wait. That was last week. This week, the kids have a party, and Chucky sneaks around, trying to find Lexi to kill her. So yeah, they do the same thing in this episode that they did in the last episode. They have a party and all of that. But in this episode, it's a little more believable because it's a much smaller party. And everyone's parents don't know about it. Of course, I may be getting ahead of myself. There's some things that I want to talk about that happened in the episode before the party. So let's talk about that. In this episode, Jake is on board with killing Lexi to the point where he goes with a kitchen knife to the woods and waits for her while tracking the GPS on her phone. But then he goes to confront her, and it turns out to be his cousin. It's weird to me that they're wearing matching outfits. I mean, I guess they were jogging together, and then he went back to get her phone. I don't know. Matching couples outfits are just weird to me. It's a weird thing to do. It's nothing against the episode, just it's weird to me. Jake's cousin, who's also Lexi's boyfriend, tells Lexi that she needs to go apologize to Jake because she went too far at the party. And she does, but she does so in the shittiest way I've ever seen anybody apologize. And then she asks him for a favor. Not just a favor, she asks him to give her his personal property for free. And there's a scene where Devin goes to Jake and checks to make sure he's okay and tells him he wishes he could protect him and puts his hand on his shoulder in the weirdest fucking way. And Jake gets kind of flustered, and he has a totally normal reaction. But what Devin does is fucking weird. And then we learn that while this is going on, Devin's recording their conversation, which maybe would explain the fucking weirdness. But it does seem that Devin's on Jake's side, because he realizes that his mom suspects that Jake is somehow involved in these murders or accidents, and he's trying to clear Jake's name. That's what he says. That's what he says. Alone in his room, talking to himself. So I have no reason to doubt that. I have no reason to think he has nefarious plans. It's weird. It's weird that he recorded that conversation, but I do think he's on Jake's side. So, and in this episode, the science teacher, Miss F, is it Miss Fitzgerald? Anyway, she calls Lexi's parents and Jake's aunt and uncle in for a conference and shows them a video of Lexi at the party, dressed as Jake's dad, being electrocuted. And so, hopefully, Lexi's parents will understand from this what a fucking monster she is. I kind of doubt it. I don't think the show fully appreciates what a fucking monster she is, because they're not going to kill her off. I really think she will make it through the whole series. And I'll be pissed about that. But I won't be surprised. And Lexi dances with Oliver in front of Junior after Chucky told the entire school she was cheating on Junior with Oliver. Who the fuck does that? Again, we got one kill in this episode. And this is the first time we've seen Chucky kill a kid. In all of the movies, he's never killed a child. But in this episode, he does kill a child. He kills Oliver at the party. He thinks it's Lexi, and he gets him coming around the corner, and then stabs him. And this kill was bad. It was terrible. He had the knife, and he's going like that to the side, little puppet arms. It just very clearly he's not stabbing him. The angle was like you have a perfect view of him not stabbing him. Hopefully going forward, they don't fuck up that bad anymore. Because it just ruined it. It would have been fine. So Chucky finally does catch up to Lexi while she's in her bedroom smoking weed alone while her party's going on downstairs. And he puts his shoes under the thing, so she goes to check, and it's just the shoes, And then he jumps on her back, starts kicking his little legs and trying to choke her. And while he's on her back, her joint flies off and hits the curtains, and everything goes up in flames, and the fire starts to spread, and everybody's downstairs dancing, and there's this slow-mo, and the fire behind Chucky, and then the fire spreading behind them. It's cool. It's very cool visually, but Chucky doesn't get Lexi. He doesn't get her. He's not going to. I don't know why they keep doing this, because I know they're not going to kill her. Oh, and one thing I haven't even talked about is the flashbacks. I kind of forget about them. They don't really add anything to the story, but so far they haven't taken anything away either. So they're just kind of there. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about those. This episode kind of drug. It was a little boring until the end, to me at least. We did get some good lines and things from Brad Dourif in this episode, but overall, it just didn't do it for me. And the kill was bad. It was really, really bad. So I guess we'll see what happens next week. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Subscribe, damn it. I'll be back. I always come back, and so should you, you moron.